perfect.
Yeah.
Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on the Jungle Gin Live Show. I like it. Just give them a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Go ahead and give us some thumbs up and some hearts. Kathy's already.
More hearts. We like hearts.
Kathy's already on it.
We like hearts. Here we are together.
On Talk to Me Tuesday today, we have my dear friends Steve and Cathy, who have literally known me since I was born.
Before
I
you were
was
born.
born.
You're a twinkle in your dad's eye.
Oh, Steve and my dad have been best friends since
60 years, since 1960.
since 1960. You've put up with my dad. And if you guys did not catch the episode with my dad a couple weeks ago, hilarious, but yet so full of wisdom. It truly was. So Steve and Cathy are retired, and I was picking their brains a little bit while here at their lovely home. And I said, guys, tell me, what are some things that you want people to know about retirement? But, wait, before we get there, come on, we have to train them. What do we do?
Heart?
No.
More hearts. Yeah.
First, we have gratitude.
Oh, gratitude.
Gratitude, yes.
Yes.
One thing that you are grateful for from the last 24 hours, and it can be anything you've ever said before.
Oh.
So, what you got? What do you guys have today? I've got some English breakfast tea going on here. What about you, Cathy?
I have my coffee with my girlfriend's coffee mug.
Yes. And
And
Steve?
I am a Diet Coke drinker from my favorite convenience store.
That place is probably still there because of you.
That's
You're so
right.
faithful.
I'm their biggest
Yes.
supporter.
Yes. Andy's always glad to see him. Always glad to see him.
I am grateful that I showed up here, not only to see you, because I've said that before, that I was grateful to be with you, but that Cathy gave me what I'm calling my retirement robe. I'm not retiring yet, but Cathy gave me the softest, warmest, she thinks it's too warm, whatever that means.
Yes.
Softest, warmest robe ever. And if we're going to talk about retirement, I'm surprised you guys didn't show up in robes.
I know. Well, it is 10 o'clock now, and so we are dressed.
I thought what you do in retirement is just eat bonbons, sit on the couch in a robe, and you're...
Oh, no.
And wear your
no.
slippers. Wear your slippers. Yes.
Yeah, wear your slippers.
No.
No?
You get up, you get going, and just make a day of it.
Well,
You
we'll talk.
just keep
We'll
going.
talk about that in
Okay.
a minute.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's not what I thought retirement was about. Okay, what are you grateful for, Cathy?
I am actually grateful for, I saw my chiropractor yesterday, and he told me he's staying in business one more month. So I am extremely grateful that he's keeping his practice open one more month.
One more month, and then maybe the next month he'll say one more
No,
month?
He is
Oh.
retiring. He's how old is Mark?
He's probably about 70.
70?
And he's retiring. His wife has dementia, so
Oh.
he's decided to spend more time with her and do things with her.
But one more month,
Right. One more month.
you
is
get him for
mine.
one more month.
Mine.
That's good.
Yep. So that's what
Excellent.
I'm thankful for.
Excellent. What about you, Steve?
Well, I'll just say that I'm thankful for this day, today.
Today.
One day at a time. I'm thankful for every day. The good Lord has blessed us with beautiful sunshine, wonderful temperatures,
Yes.
and sitting here with two lovely women. So
Aww.
I'm blessed. Oh, yeah, hearts, yeah, hearts. I'm blessed, blessed beyond belief.
We are.
Well, thank you. What about you guys? What are you grateful for today?
Today.
Just one thing. Just one thing that you are grateful for. We have so much.
Yes.
So much.
You woke up this morning.
There you
woke
go.
up this morning.
You woke up this morning. And I've got this massive shine on my face because it's fantastic. Because we've got the sun. We have sunshine. It's a change of seasons.
Yes.
You're 6 feet up, not
Yep.
6 feet below.
Yep.
What I just am amazed at the people that can't come up with anything.
Anything. How can they not come up with something? I don't understand that.
All right, so
You
come
know.
on. What are you grateful for today? Put it in the comment section below and tell us.
Oh, that would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, it would.
You'd like to see
Yes,
that?
Yes, it
Absolutely.
would.
We would like
Yes.
to see that.
Yes.
The retired folks would like to see what you are grateful for. All right. I came in my
Okay.
robe. I'm ready. I'm ready to learn about retirement. So, Kathy,
Yes.
you got to project your voice.
Yes.
Tell us,
Yes.
what is one thing that you wish people knew about retirement or about being retired?
Being retired.
Yep,
Okay,
talk
my
loud.
favorite thing about retirement is that I can help people. If somebody needs help, all they have to do is give a shout out and I'll be there. If it's just the neighbor across the street or the neighbor next door or family members, if it's just somebody that needs that extra hand, that getting up hand, I'm there.
You know, I'm getting ready to go back to the Amazon and I think I need some help.
I'm not going there.
There's a
I've heard
line.
stories. I've heard stories, and no. I will help you get to the airport or pack, but no, I will
not
not
go.
go to the Amazon.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I bless you for what you're doing, but no, I draw the line. I draw the line.
Well, that's cool. You have more time to be available
Yes.
to help others.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's
And
great.
I truthfully believe you can sit there and not do anything, or you can get up, get busy, go places,
Get
see
your robe
people,
off.
get your robe off, clean out that attic.
Oh,
That we've never done. Because that's on my short list of
The
things
to-do
I
list.
don't want to do. But you have the opportunity to do so many things, so many things.
and I'm sure you were seeing a lot of the needs when you were working full time.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe did you sometimes feel bad or stressed out because you would try to do it and then you would overload your schedule?
You overload your schedule trying to do things.
But
it
now you have extra time.
it just gives you freedom. It gives you freedom.
I love it. What about you, Steve? What is one thing you wish people knew about retirement?
Probably the thing I tell people the most is you have to find your own pace.
Oh,
You know, typically, work life
That's
can be
true.
very, a very
Demanding.
hurried and very demanding time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you retire, I highly recommend that you do not just sit on the couch
in your robe?
In your robe.
Maybe
your
a
robe.
little bit of that's okay, but don't do that. Stay active. There are plenty of things to do. It's very important that maybe you have hobbies. I particularly enjoy playing golf, so I can spend my time on the golf course, going to the gym. Cathy and I like to travel a little bit, so we'll keep busy doing those types of things. But there's also all kinds of volunteer work you can do. The library, volunteer at the library, volunteer at your school, a crossing guard for the buses in the morning, the hospital, volunteer at the
Love Chapel.
hospital.
Oh,
Your
Love
local,
Chapel, yeah.
yes, your
Love
local food
Chapel,
pantry.
your
I have a friend that runs our food pantry here in town, and it's just, there's always a need. So find your pace, find your hobbies, keep busy, but just find the pace that works for you.
Yes.
And a lot of times what I've heard retired people say is, well, I don't feel needed anymore. Their job gave them almost a sense of identity because they were needed there. And then they retired and then they feel like, well, what am I really living for? Where you're saying, find your pace, get involved, go volunteer somewhere because there are always people that need you. There
Correct.
are always
Correct.
people that need what you have to offer, no matter how big or how small
And
it
it can be
is.
teeny tiny things that you do that can
Just
make a
the
big
smallest
difference.
thing can make a difference in somebody's life.
And in your own life.
In your own life.
Absolutely.
In your own
Yeah, a
life.
lot of times I hear people say who come to the Amazon, well, I came to help them, but really I was the
I've
one who
Gotten
was helped the most.
So much help from this.
Yes, and I think it's the same when we take the time that we've been given and we offer it to someone else or a talent or an ability. It doesn't have to be money.
No.
No, you go and run an errand for somebody or drive somebody to the grocery store or help
Or
at
pick
Love
'em up.
Chapel or whatever.
Pick 'em
Pick them up. Take them to the airport.
Yes. There are many ways you can help people without spending a dime.
Exactly. I love that. All right, what else? What else you got, Steve? What else you got? What's another piece of advice?
Well, there's always the financial side of retirement, and if you're not there yet, the pre-planning is so important. Figure out what your budget is. Figure out where your money's going to come from. It's not hard to do yourself, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it, find a proper financial advisor. Get with somebody and kind of figure out what you're going to be able to do in retirement. It certainly is more fun if you're not scraping for pennies all the time, but find what you can do to budget and to prepare for your retirement, because these days retirement typically is no longer just 5 or 8 years. You might live 20, 25, 30 years in retirement.
That's a good point. People are living longer than they've ever lived before.
And I recommend, again, going to the gym. I go and I feel better when I go. I'm not going to be the muscle guy, or I'm not striving to be on some television show because I'm in such great shape. But you can easily go to the gym and do a few things, or even do it from home. But stay active. Keep your body moving. Don't just sit in a chair. Keep active.
Yeah, good.
And that's something I keep telling my mother that's 89 years old.
89?
Get up, move around, walk out to the mailbox. And I know as you get older, your stability is less, your balance is less, but if you don't keep moving at some kind of pace, you're going to end up in that chair much faster.
And it can be important also to be able to outrun your wife in case she's bringing you a to-do list and it's things that you don't want to do.
You're retired now. Here's the list.
If you can outrun her, she can't catch you, and you'll be able to put that stuff off to a later date.
Yes, and he's had to run a couple times. He'll just shake his head like, really? And I go, let's get it done.
Speaking of that to-do list, I always thought when I worked that some of the things that I never got to around the house were just because I didn't have the time. I could always make that excuse. I didn't have the time. Well, now that we're retired and the time is there, I have found that some of those things on the to-do list are still there because you just don't want to do it, or you don't like to do it. So you'll invent other things to do to stay away from doing those 3 or 4 things that you just do not like.
Just to keep from doing that.
Absolutely,
that's
true.
I printed out a calendar for 1 month of how to clean your house.
Oh, okay.
So it worked really well all through the month till I got to things that I really didn't want to do, and that is clean out my closet. And it's funny, I still haven't got that done. It's just I skipped over that day and kept on going. I did get a lot accomplished, and it was very helpful.
Clean out the refrigerator, dust off the ceiling fans, dust off the blinds, all those things. Do one a day, and she did a lot of different things. But those things that you hate to do, they're still there.
Just didn't get done.
Do you still have this calendar that you made? Do you have it? I want to take a picture of it for him. That's a good idea.
I don't think I do.
So what you did is you just picked a bunch of little things and put one on each day?
Oh, no. It was a calendar that already had the things keyed into each day.
Someone had already made the calendar.
Yep.
So
I found it online, and I thought, hey, this is a great idea.
Until it got to the day you didn't want to do.
And it got to the day, and then I just kind of skipped over that. I thought, no, I'd rather go to the mall and go walking than do this, or get outside. And it's too pretty to be inside. So those things did not get done, and they still not gotten done.
Maybe we need to do a new calendar.
Yeah, we need a new calendar.
There's one thing we touched on a little bit, but I think is critical also is to stay involved with people. Jennifer mentioned earlier that people don't know if they have a worth anymore, that they're not working. But if you stay involved with people, it could be through church, it could be through school, it could be through activities that you do. Stay involved with people, even your neighbors. I mean, spend more time with your neighbors and just have that friendship and make sure you're around people. And I think some of those feelings of, what am I doing and what am I worth?
What's my purpose?
They go away. Yes.
There's all kinds of part-time jobs out there.
Oh, Steve keeps trying to get you one.
And he does keep trying to get me one. And I'm happy doing little bitty part-time jobs. And I just did one that consisted of about 2 weeks. And I have to tell you, some of those ladies that I worked with were military wives.
Oh, cool.
And
what did you do?
I learned a lot. Well, we did role playing for the military to practice for the military to see
First
how
responders, it can be first responders.
Oh, okay,
So
I
they can
get it.
practice their craft.
I
Yes,
get it. So
yes.
you were hired to go as a role player. So were you
Yes.
like a dead person or something?
Yes.
Or somebody with
Yes.
an arm blown off
Or
or
an arm
something?
blown off,
Okay.
or-
And then the actual military came, responded to the situation.
Correct.
Of the role play. They
Correct.
responded to the situation. Well, that's
Correct.
cool. And it was
And-
2 weeks long?
This one was 2 weeks long.
That's cool.
But I worked with some military wives, and I just have to say, what a blessing it is to have military wives.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
we all support our military, we all support our police, everybody, all of our first
Yes.
responders. But there are those that are left at home to keep those home fires burning.
Right.
And they are awesome women.
Wow.
They are awesome women.
That's cool. Hearts
Because
and
they
thumbs
have-
up for the military.
Yes, yes.
First responders.
Absolutely.
Oh, we love
yes.
you. We appreciate you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
That's
I
cool.
learned a lot.
So guys, you can do this. It's just, I mean, it can be when you go out to eat, when you
Yes.
go shopping, when you go to the store, anything you do, keep your eye out for those help wanted signs and make sure and point them out to your wife, because she's probably wanting to do some things to make a little extra cash to do. So just keep your eye out for those. They're everywhere, and you can
He does.
Take a picture
He
of it.
does.
be a wonderful spouse and point that out to your significant other, and it works out great.
And we can tell it's working because she's sitting here
That's
right
right.
now.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I have to ask the question.
Okay.
Because you've been together a long time.
Yes.
You had individual jobs.
Yes.
You were not together 24/7.
Yes.
Now you are.
Let's see. How did that work? We give
Mary-
each other space.
Okay. I was going to say, let's give them some advice because you've both now been retired for how long? Together? Retired?
Together for 5 years, maybe.
5 years.
Together.
Okay. At first, you retired first.
Yes.
Yes.
But she was still working.
Yes.
Yes,
I
that was
worked
her
for 8
choice.
more years.
Okay,
That was her
that's
choice.
fine.
Yeah, I
That's
worked
good.
8
That's
more
good.
years.
And
Yes.
she needed to
Yes.
ease into the 24/7.
Yes, yes, yes. And he was very good about when I would come home from work, he would go back to the office and stay in there for an hour, hour and a half.
Give you a little
And
space.
it gave me time to
her
kind of
space.
wind down after work. So that was awesome. And then when we both retired, it's kind of like we kind of separated a little bit. I got my own desk, and Steve
Okay.
goes, "Oh, you can just share my desk." And I thought, "Oh, no.
No.
I want my own desk," because you still have responsibilities for financial things and
Sure.
paperwork and medical bills and things like that you have to go through. But we're very good about, Steve does his thing, I do my thing, and it's really funny because I know Steve golfs 3 days a week.
Okay.
So if I schedule any appointments, haircuts, nails, anything, I schedule them on the days that he's home, on Tuesday or Thursday.
How
and
smart.
that way he has time.
Home time by himself.
To have
and
home time by
you
himself.
have home time by yourself.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. So that's,
And you go on a girls' trip once a year.
we do. We haven't done that for quite a while now.
Okay, but that's
we
also
still
even
get together.
vacations
Yep.
away from each
Yes,
other.
Yes.
Right?
We still do that.
Yes.
Steve goes on golf trips, and
Okay.
so it is
Yeah.
we bond, but we give each other space
So that you
and
want
I
to
think
bond.
That's
Yes.
very important.
It is important.
You find a combination of those.
Yeah.
Pull on the heartstrings here for a second. We love each other, but we're also best friends. So we
Absolutely.
enjoy
Absolutely.
retirement. We enjoy being together. We enjoy doing things together, and we look forward to that. And it's always been this way. But when you are retired, there is more of that,
Yeah.
and that's awesome. We love it. But you do need your own interests, things that you maybe are not doing together. So
Yes.
find those things that you can do separated from each other, that you each have your own enjoyment doing with your own friends, and then always make time to be together. So
That's fantastic.
good combination of that.
Yep.
And if you have that separate time, then you enjoy the time together
Correct.
more.
Correct.
I
Yes.
think that would
Correct.
be the case. Good.
That's true. That's
All right.
true.
Now we have some younger followers as well. All right. What kind of advice would you give to, let's say, 20-something, 30-something? What kind of advice would you give them to prepare for retirement? Because I'm telling you, my generation and below, I can't say they're thinking about it.
Prepared.
My advice goes back to the financial side of things. When you're younger and getting started, all your money is going towards a house or a car,
Family.
your family,
sure,
and
new
all those
family,
things.
yep.
And raises come around, hopefully, and your
Yeah.
financial situation improves. And what happens most of the time is that you start spending more money, and that's okay. But my advice is to make sure you're spending some of that money towards retirement.
Okay.
Investing or saving, however you want to do it, is to take a percentage, even if it doesn't seem like it's a lot. What's $10 a week or what?
Yeah.
But if you make the habit of doing it, then as your career progresses, you have a chance maybe to add some money to that savings, that long-term savings. Put it somewhere where it's very difficult to touch, where you can't just easily get to it.
Right.
Yeah, in an
And-
emergency,
Don't
it would
put
be
it in a
easy.
savings account. Put it in some place that you can't get a hold of.
Yes.
somewhere.
Investment.
And it
Yeah.
can be conservative investments,
Oh, sure,
whatever
yeah.
you're
Not
comfortable
risky.
with.
Right,
But
right.
just get that long-term money put away, because as Cathy and I grew up, we had the thought of Social Security and pension.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of younger people don't have
Don't
a chance
have
for
that
pension.
today. Right.
And there's always questions about Social Security. I certainly hope it remains, but pensions are going away. So investing in your 401k, if you have that option at work, if not, find a person to invest with or to save with. It's not that hard to do. It doesn't have to be a ton of money, but if you do it regularly, and if you can have it done so it's taken out of your paycheck before you even
see it,
That's
you don't miss it. And then when you get a raise, take a percentage of that raise and add to your savings. So, and I promise you, you will thank yourself for doing that when
As you
retirement
get
years
older.
come around. It does make it more fun if you're able to live comfortably. You don't have to be wealthy, you don't have to be rich, but if you can live comfortably, pay your bills, and have some money for fun, that's a good thing.
Yeah, we talk a lot on this show about consistency and intentionality.
Yes.
If you're consistent and intentional, even with the small things, even like you said, $10 a week or something very small, it might look insignificant now, but you do that over 20 or 30 years.
Oh, yes.
And it's invested
it's
where
amazing.
It's getting a little
It's
bit more.
amazing.
That can
It's
make a really
amazing.
big difference later on. So that's a great.
Don't be afraid of the word
wisdom.
Don't be afraid of the word compound interest. You hear it,
Okay.
you maybe don't understand it.
Just let it
If
go.
you got $10 and it makes some interest, that's good.
That's
But
good.
then eventually your interest is also making interest as
That's
time
true.
progresses.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's a great thing.
Oh.
Utilize it.
All right.
And Steve was very good at the financial part of it.
Oh, that's good.
You know.
Yeah. Consistently and intentionally doing that
Good
little
point.
thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. You
Yeah.
know, and with me, I think of retirement as getting to retirement with your spouse,
Okay.
with your same person.
Uh-huh.
And I think all through your life, there are peaks and valleys. I'm a firm believer. There's times that, you're riding high, there's so many peaks, and then you get kind of to the valley where things aren't working quite as well. You work through those things.
Yeah.
You don't just chuck it and say, I'm out of here. You work through those things. And one of my examples is like help around the house. And Steve is excellent at helping around the house.
Hearts for Steve.
And okay, maybe he loads the dishwasher different than I do, but he is helping. He's done it. The dishes are clean. So
That's
I
all that
say
matters.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
You know,
As long as
So
it's done.
accept that help. Don't be
Aw.
critical of each other. You're trying to help each other.
I've
Same
learned-
way.
I've
With
learned.
me.
I've learned to be. I'm not a good cook at all, but I've learned to be a sous chef.
A sous
So I
chef.
can get into the kitchen.
Yes.
I can cut up vegetables and do some of that work, and
He'll come
Cathy
in.
really appreciates the help.
Yeah.
As long as I don't, we do our little dance in the kitchen to get around each other.
The shuffle.
The
soft
kitchen shuffle, we call
shuffle.
it. But yeah, find where you can help, and that's
Yes.
a good thing to do.
Because
Yes.
like you said,
Help
you're
each
getting
other
to
out.
retirement together. And therefore, you're working together while you're working
while
Yes.
you're working.
to manage the house
Yep.
and to manage the
Yep.
time because
Yep.
it's limited.
Yes, it is.
So then you can enjoy the retirement even more
Yes.
together.
Or you can enjoy your downtime together too. So
That's fantastic.
that's what we do.
Yep.
I love you guys. Thank you.
You too.
Aw, thank you so much for being on the Jungle Gym Live Show. Talk to me Tuesday. Hearts.
Hearts.
Everybody.
I guess
Hearts.
I'll go and change out
Oh,
of my
yes,
robe now.
We've got things to do, so you
We've
need
got
to get it
things
in
to do.
gear.
Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.